Hey there, guys. This is controversial, and now I wanted to talk about a serious issue that I've been having. That I'm probably not the only one who's been having this or feeling this way, but YouTube is killing its own platform. Like, I'll never understand how a social media that wants to prolong its reign of, a legitimate and a very relevant social media, if it's killing off all of its new content creators. Like, people who started YouTube back in the early 2000s, or pretty much when the app started, have no idea how hard it is to get up and start a channel. Because for like the first, like, even no matter how good your content is, you probably won't see any subscribers after after maybe a year of doing YouTube. And that depends on whether you have the geographical privilege or not. Like, if you live in a first world country, then you're pretty much safe to getting a decent amount of subscribers, probably a month or whatever, depending on how good your content is. If your content is genuinely good, then fair game, you will get a decent amount of subscribers. But if you're someone who's trying to start out now, you're pretty much screwed. Because if you don't have any sort of privilege that you can leverage, it is going to be extremely hard. Now, bear in mind, starting YouTube isn't easy. I don't think anybody could say that starting YouTube was easy, depending on how you feel about it, your personality, and your preferences. But, like, I've noticed that recently YouTube has been going down lately, because YouTube is killing its own platform, because it's trying to censor content towards kids, even though there's a setting where on your videos you can say yes for kids or not for kids. And one of my videos got age restricted, even though I put there blatantly saying this video is not for kids. So you're going to age restrict my video anyway, if even though I say this video is not for kids. And I don't understand it. Like, if like doesn't YouTube have a kids mode or something? Doesn't it have its doesn't it like why is YouTube trying to censor content so much? Because if you cannot be edgy at the beginning of your YouTube career, then how do you expect to grow? Because people these days, they want tea, they want controversy, they want all of these things. And it kind of sucks that with everything that's going on, I feel like now is one of the hardest times to start a YouTube channel. And if you don't have everything you need, if you don't have next to everything you need to start your YouTube channel, you are pretty much screwed as it is. And now YouTube is thinking of removing the dislike counter. So they're literally thinking of removing free speech. And they say, oh well, because people abuse the. What do you mean people abusing? If it's there, people are going to use it. Like, I'll make a live not necessarily a live reaction, but I'll make a reaction-ish video to it, because I have not watched the full video yet. I've seen other people react to it, and I heard that even one of the founders of YouTube, I think it's the CEO, his name's George something, he's basically on the very first video on YouTube was defending this. I watched a Scarce video, and shout out to him. Scarce makes very good news like content in the influencer and YouTube world. He's basically the social media. He's a social media news content creator. And the biggest issue I have is that YouTube used to be fun, but YouTube just isn't as fun as it is anymore. They push so much bad content and they force feed it down your throat, and there's nothing you can do about it. And copyright claims, and it's just it's just not a good platform as it used to be. And sometimes when I wake up and when I post videos, I honestly contemplate quitting, and I haven't even started yet. But like, I'm not saying that I wanna quit, but like sometimes I do. Like, I'm not saying that I wanna quit now, because I've only been doing YouTube for I've only been making videos for like 3 weeks now, not even a month. And I know that you should never expect to get like 100 views on your first video or subscribe on your first video. But like generally, YouTube has made it so hard to do YouTube. And I don't know how they're going to prolong the future of this app if they're going to censor everybody. So which means they are trying to cater their content and their platform towards literally the top 20 to 40% of people on YouTube who have, let's just say, from 3 million subscribers to about 15.5 million subscribers. Let's just say that range. That's what they're trying to defend it. And you know, like when YouTube makes these rules, it's catered towards them and not catered towards us, the people who are either below 100 subscribers or who are below 100 subscribers or basically below 1000. So if when I say below 1000, probably maybe 650 subscribers, you know, maybe 700 and maybe 700, maybe 200. And you have to post a lot of content rapidly, and your content in most terms is usually getting censored and filtered out. So the likelihood of you reaching an audience is highly unlikely, because there's always going to be someone who's doing better than you on the platform, which is pretty much the same with life. But you know, YouTube isn't fair anymore, and YouTube doesn't care about small content creators, which are the people that's founded this platform in the first place. Because if it wasn't for people, because imagine if everybody who started YouTube back then just decided, oh no, I'm gonna give up because if my channel doesn't, because imagine if people today had the same YouTube channel expectancy, you know, subscriber rate now that they had back then. So many people would be quitting. Imagine if someone back there told themselves, I want to hit 10 million subs. There was no such thing as 10 million subs back when this app first started. Heck, even having 100,000 subs back then was a lot. And now you have people hitting 20 million, 35 million, 40 million, 80 million, 70 million subscribers. And now it's ruining the platform, because YouTube is not focusing on the smallest of creators that have potential to make the platform better. They're focusing on the most problematic, the most ungrateful, the most immoral, the most repulsive, repugnant, the most deplorable human beings of content creators that make so much money and that YouTube protects just because they are apparently a good investment. And I'm sick and tired of being force-fed content on YouTube, and I'll make another video about this, about why I generally don't watch the mainstream YouTubers on YouTube. Like, I will support other content creators that are more or less the same level as me, and we can come together and make content. But YouTube has this system, has this rivalry system of never wanting to create a good community. Like, I was speaking to someone that I know who has been on the platform for a long time, I think since before 2010, and he said that he has seen the degrade of YouTube when it comes to the app. Because YouTube used to be cool, YouTube used to be fun, it used to be experimental. Now it's all about, I don't know, because I honestly question my channel sometimes. And with copyright strikes and the time it takes for the videos to render and to post, and then if something is wrong with the video and it's only a 3-second clip that has been copyright claimed, I either have to go back, redo the video, wait for it to render, and depending on how long the video is, let's just say it's a 10-minute video. So if it's a 10-minute video, depending on how detailed the video is, the render could take anywhere from like 30 minutes to about an hour and an hour just to render. And then I have to come back and then repost the video, and then probably sit there for like another 30 minutes, maybe almost an hour, depending on whether nobody's on the internet or not. Then I have to sit there for another hour and then still wait for the video to post. And that's if everything goes well, if there's no power cuts, if anything doesn't happen. I don't know. Like YouTube is just not fair anymore. I used to love this platform like when I first started watching it, and that was back in like 2016, 2015, 2016. But now that I've seen it, I've just seen its gross dirty underbelly, and I don't know. Like I don't think I can watch YouTube as much as I can anymore. And I barely watch it sometimes, to be honest. Like I have to be doing something else, like I have to be doing something else when it comes to stuff I do. I can't just sit and watch YouTube videos the whole day. Because when it comes down to it, I don't really watch mainstream YouTubers. But anyway, guys, so this was basically a rant. So I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.